At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Howell. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running it with David Montgomery. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They've got a man in motion. Now throwing on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Steelers, they're off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got it inside the 25. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Fields on first down. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to his right. He's calling his own number again. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying the right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down throw for Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the Lions' 16-yard line.
Now Fields. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, son. Angel. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Here we go. Good night.
Play action, Fields. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers break the tie here in the first. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, oh, it is touchdown offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Howell out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on first down. Howell. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Brought in by Turner. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throw again, it's Howell. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the shotgun, Howell. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
First down, Howell. Buys time, rolling right. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Extend. Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Don't jump. Ready?
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Fields out of the gun. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Off play action, it's Fields. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fields to throw it. That throw finds Pickens. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Mason there to haul it in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff on 2nd and short. They'll cobble together a yard there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Fields throwing here. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Powell from the gun. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Howell to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Howell. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Fields. Flush down now to his left. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This ball's caught by Pickens. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Dicker connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Good.
A pistol snap. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Here we go. Hey,
Another try following the sack. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He's on the move. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That's Pickens with a catch outright. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Now from the secondary, and is Rake Straw on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, Monday. Good night.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left with 4th down here. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Scott.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. At the shotgun, Howell. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down, Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. 1st and 10 from the 41. Howell out of the shotgun. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Brought in by Turner. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throw again, it's Howell. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. They'll throw it again. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh my, oh clean in to pick it off.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Angel. 11. Right.
Fields on first down. He throws a bullet to this big gain downfield. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's not quite over yet, but it take a... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Don't jump. Ready?
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, the defense is energized with that stop. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Al throwing on third down. He has the first over the middle, and he'll be touchdown after a big play. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Howell from the gun. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
From the 42. He's on the move. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here we go, son. Go.
Fields on third. That's caught for the first. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They do snap it. Here's Fields. That's cut beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Escapes out to the left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Second and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Howell now. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Lions.
At the shotgun, Howell. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. They'll come up 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. It's taken in by Williams. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son. Sit high.
Here's a handoff up the gut. Cuts right. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He put some juice on a deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Howell back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, Howell. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. They've got to keep moving quick here.
First and goal.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers.